I'm Nathan Delkamp with Warren Doors and Access Control. Welcome back to Door Talk.
Well, welcome back to Door Talk. We're excited to have you here today joining us. As you can see, things look a little bit different today. We are having to do the Teams meeting and because of COVID, so we're talking virtually today. But we're excited to have our guest with us today, Gil Hess. Gil, thank you for being on today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you asking me to be on it. And I also want to thank all the veterans out there. Today's Veterans Day. So I want to thank all the veterans for all their services.
Well, yes, sir. And yeah, same here. We have several veterans here that work for us, and we're very, very proud of our troops and military. And so, but Gil, today we're going to be talking a little bit about ADA, some of the high energy and low energy swing door operators out there, and you're a second generation door guy with I think you said over 45 years of full-time working experience in this field.
Yes, in the door and glass and hardware industry, it's been a long trip, and I've enjoyed it for a long time. It's had its ups and downs, but it's something that I feel that I can contribute to.
Well, and now you're also a certified ADAM trainer and inspector as well, right?
That is correct. Have been since the inception of ADAM.
Wow. And then now you've worked for several different major automatic operator or automatic door industry companies.
That is correct. I started out with a company called Door-O-Matic, which was purchased by Ingersoll Rand. Unfortunately, they're not around anymore. Ingersoll Rand decided to close them down, but with them and a couple other manufacturers and then many distributors.
Wow. And now who are you with today?
Nabco Industries, or actually it's Nabco Entrances Incorporated. We're a division of NABCO, which is the largest automatic door manufacturer in Asia, actually in Japan, based out of Japan. Nabco is our North American division. We have manufacturing here in the United States and in Canada.
Wow, so you're kind of spread all over.
The company is, yes, we're a worldwide company. We also have a sister company called Gilgen Automatic Doors, which is over in Europe. So NABCO is very well versed in the automatic door industry.
Well, and now your official title there is the Distributor Development Specialist on the East Coast, correct? Is that?
Yeah, that's correct. More commonly known as I'm the sales representative or sales manager for the independent distributors up and down the eastern seaboard of the United States.
Well, again, Gil, like I said, we're really excited to have you with us today, and let's go ahead and hop in on this. So, so what is ADA? What is it?
ADA is actually a law. It's overseen by the Department of Justice, part of the United States government. It is the Americans with Disabilities Act. It was enacted over 10 years ago, and it's to make facilities, primarily public facilities, public use facilities, accessible to those that need extra assistance or have some functional disability that, and we hate to use the word disability because they aren't disabled. They're able people, but they need help in certain areas. And one of those is getting in and out of buildings. So the automatic door industry has developed operators specifically designed for ADA or low energy use.
And speaking about that, so when you say low energy, I know, doing automatic operators myself, I know there's low energy and high energy. Can you explain to us what the difference is between those?
Yes, the low energy operator is an operator that's designed for knowing act use. And when I say knowing act, that means to operate the door, you have to know how the door operates. So you'll see signage on the door, and there's typically a push button or a touchless switch adjacent to the door. and you just simply touch the switch or wave your hand in front of it, and the door automatically opens for you. And that would be your low energy operator. Also, there's restrictions governed by the ANSI standards, and ANSI is incorporated into the building codes. It actually will say in most building codes, it says refer to the current ANSI standard. But those ANSI standards, being ANSI 15619, actually state the speeds of the operation of the door. So from fully closed to fully open, the hold open time delay, and then again the time closing the door to be a low kinetic energy force, and hence that's where we get the term low energy, because it's a low force operator.
Okay, and so now what type of low energy swing door operators does Nabco provide?
Actually, we have various types. The primary ones that we offer are our GT20, which is a low energy only operator. We don't recommend it for any higher energy use. It wasn't designed for such. It actually has a door closer built into it. So when using the door manually by somebody that doesn't need the additional automatic operation, it's very easily pushed open, and it has hydraulic control against wind conditions and slamming closed and those types of things. So it's very similar to using it as a manual door. But yet it has the full automatic capability for a low energy door to be fully functional when needed. The other one we have, which is a more heavy duty, more robust unit, something that will be used in probably high use or areas such as colleges, universities, schools, malls, where you get a little bit more abusive action to the door. We have our GT at 500 and 8000 series closers and operators. And then we also have the GT20, which is actually a non-handed reversible field operation operator. So if you have one operator on your truck, you can put it on either a right-hand door or a left-hand door, where the other two that I described are actually handed units. So when you order the unit, you have to order the proper handing.
And I should have probably touched on this too, or asked about it. So now, what is a swing door operator?
A swing door operator is actually a mechanical unit that actually drives the door open. Thus, an operator, because it's actually operating the door. You don't have to touch it. And now with COVID and the pandemic, touchless switches come into play and make it a totally touchless door system. You just walk up to it, wave your hand in front of it, the door opens up, and you can pass through, and you never have to touch the door.
And the swing door operators are the ones you're going to most commonly see on retrofit applications, correct?
Yes. You can get other products to go as retrofit, such as sliding doors, some folding doors, but typically you're going to see a swing door because it's an existing door and frame that's in place. And all you have to do is remove the existing door closer and then put the automatic operator on that existing door.
Okay. And now, what about the high energy swing door operators? Because I think it's like what you said, what a high energy and low energy operator were. I think a lot of people have a misconception of that, because a lot of times they ask, hey, I want this operator, but I don't want to be able to, I don't want to have to do anything but walk up to it and it open automatically.
Okay. In a swing door sense of the word, if it has a sensor on it, that is the primary activation. It is no longer a low energy ADA door operator, what we would term as an ADA or low energy operator. As soon as you put a sensor on it for primary activation, it now becomes a full power or high energy operator, and it must meet all the requirements of ANSI 156.10 requirements, which are more inclusive of additional items such as guide rails on the swing side of the door and safety sensors, because those doors operate at a much faster speed, and the kinetic energy that faster speed creates a safety issue. So the industry has gone to a totally different standard for faster moving doors, that they have to have safety devices to prevent injury.
And so most rule of thumb is for me, at least with my guys, is, when somebody asks them that, they say, well, hey, can you just throw this PIR sensor up there and make this thing open automatically? It's, ultimately, well, then you're going to have a whole new category of what you need safety wise in order for this door to be able to do that with a sensor and open up.
Absolutely correct.
And so now, obviously, in the age we're in right now with the new normal, as people are calling it, with COVID and everything, it's like you said, everybody, automatic operators are becoming an even bigger part of the world now than they ever were before. And we're seeing them put on bathrooms. We're seeing them put on a lot of different high entrance places, so people don't have to touch as many things.
Absolutely.
So what's some products out there that can help you be able to accomplish that?
Well, when we talk about a touchless operation, of course, restroom doors typically are in hallways, so you don't want to have a guide rail sticking out on the swing side, and restrooms are smaller, so you don't have room for guide rail. So you're going to use a low energy or ADA operator. Those are going to be touchless switches, of course. They're going to be the only way to handle those. When you're talking about sliding doors or automatic folding doors, and then even when we get into low energy sliding and folding doors, then you're going to have sensors and touchless switches as well. But in the high energy world, the sliding doors primarily, or the full speed automatic doors like grocery stores and things like that, you're going to see sensors. You're going to have motion detection. You're going to have active infrared, passive infrared. There's various sensors on the market for activating the door to remain as a touchless operation, which most sliding doors today are touchless. You don't touch them at all.
And so now, what about touchless products? So more so, if somebody is trying to, let's say, a restroom that they already have with just a normal push-pull door on it, hardware on it, what would you suggest that they could use to be able to make that opening a touchless solution with a low energy operator?
Well, the low energy operator, of course, just the standard low energy operator that I described previously, and then just putting touchless switches on. There's various manufacturers. We sell a touchless switch, one being a motion detection type switch, and the other one is actually an infrared type switch. There are wireless touchless switches available from manufacturers. We don't sell those. Those are direct purchase items. You can purchase them as a dealer, but those switches don't require any wiring going to them at all. So depending on the application, if you can run wiring to the switches, it's probably better off to use a touchless hardwired switch. And the advantage to that is you never have to worry about a battery going out. Take the application on the front entrance of an office building. A handicapped person or a disabled person rolls up to the door. They push the switch. If the battery is dead, they can't get in. You now have the capability of being or getting involved in a lawsuit because you've not allowed the person accessible entry to the building. With a hardwired switch, you have the power running to it. You don't have to worry about a battery being changed in normal maintenance. Batteries are becoming more and more effective. The new lithium batteries, of course. But again, when it comes to a touchless switch, the preference would be hardwired, the secondary type of switch, or if you can't get wiring to it for some reason, then I would recommend the wireless touchless switches. And currently there's that I know of is just 2 manufacturers in North America.
And, we always tell our customers, we say, hey, make sure you're doing the safest thing possible for your employees or even your customers or whoever is using that door. It's like you said, batteries, of course, always can go dead. They can go out. And you want to make sure you have something there, of course, that's going to last and be able to get that person into that door.
Absolutely.
Especially if it's an exterior door. That's a big deal for sure.
Everybody forgets that the Department of Justice and the ADA says you have to make public use buildings accessible, which means getting them into the building, but it also means the doors within the building must be accessible as well. Restroom doors, office doors, cafeteria doors. You can't disrupt the flow of traffic no matter for anybody. You need to make your facilities accessible to everyone in all parts of the facility that is public use. They should be accessible.
And now you were talking earlier about the GT20. That's the one that is kind of slimline, very small and compact.
Yes, it's a smaller unit than your typical GT8500 or your typical square box designs. It's more of a European design. It's a rounded type of header. Our GT710 is also the rounded shape header, but it's available in the square shape as well. But the differences between the GT20 and the other products that we have is the GT20 is a non-handed swing door operator, so it can be used on either a right hand or left hand, a push or a pull door. So that's the primary difference. It is a very robust operator. It can handle door weights up to 500 pounds. However, it is not UL listed to be used on a fire rated door. Our other products are all listed for UL fire rated door assemblies, so it meets all your life safety codes as well as meeting ADA requirements.
Well, Gil, thank you so much for being with us today, and we're going to continue this series on just automatic doors in general. This is going to be our first part, and we are looking into go ahead and we're going to have the link below. It's going to take you to the Nabco website as long as the Warren Doors website. So if you want to find out more about Nabco, feel free to click that link and check them out. And, you know, if you have any questions or anything, feel free to contact us at Warren Doors, and we'll be happy to help you. And thanks for watching Door Talk today.
Thank you for having me.